already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, good return up past the 30. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And he's got room. 20, 10,
one play at a time. Here we go.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
3 down, 3 down. Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. They'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On third down, Wilson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Tyron Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Lawrence. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to work.
Come on, nothing here, nothing here.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Wilson. He'll get this to Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 111 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's bring it. Check. Change, Charlie. Check. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25. Yep. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Joseph is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mark 38! Mark 38! Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Mike 38.
Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mark 38! Mark 38! Still got 4 down. Let's go. Hey, 0. 18.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
38's the mic. Gun. We own them.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Left hash. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jacob Hollister in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is down to 24.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Going deep for Benjamin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He was looking for Rashad Bateman there.
And that'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the run, it's Barkley. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. You're trash. You're trash. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. So they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Boy, 203 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its face. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a give to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff to Barkley. My, 242 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Go! 15, 1, 59. Right here. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. All right? Let's go, B, let's go. Now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.